is to walk through the catalog with you, pretty much page by page, and point out some of the things that are new. Where I pulled a sample, I'll be able to show you a sample. And if you could, and if it's in the your incentive program, I'll let you know that as well. So we pass around some highlighters if you want to highlight your copy. And then at the end, I thought what we could do is some role playing on how to present this catalog to a customer for the first time. And also, when I'm finished here, I do have a hit list by department with catalog page numbers on it. It tells you really everything that's new by department with page number to make it easier when you're trying to put together your hit list with your customers. More new items. One thing I'll let you know, we do have binders. Purple's the color this year.
All right.
We do have binders for the equipment buyers, purchasing type people that want to put this up on their shelf. And it's got a place for your business card, place for new literature, which we will be sending out from now on, 3-hole punch, and then place for quotations as well. So we've only got about, I think I ran 2,500 of these. And they'll be in the warehouse under a specific item number. We will also have 25% off stickers. 15,000 of the catalog are going to be catalogs are going to be pre-stickered, so we don't have to go through the hassle of stickering them before we mail them out. And then 5,000 will have no stickers. And we're just going to place it up here in the air corner.
Are they hole punch?
Yeah, they will all be hole punch because these were rushed in here on Saturday. They're not 3-hole drilled, but all of them will. And as a matter of fact, if we need to get ours drilled after this, we can. Okay? So I guess we'll start with page 1. And you guys can, feel free to ask questions as we go along. One thing that we did differently on the catalog, on the inside covers, you can see we're showing that we're a manufacturer and a printer. And I think that's really important to set us apart from Hubert and Wasserstrom and our competitors who are not doing this in-house. So I think when you show this catalog to a customer, you really want to focus on this page and say, hey, did you know that we manufacture and print many of the items in this catalog? And you've got Heather there on doing her graphic and product design on computer. We show our screen printing, plastic fabrication, and vacuum forming. Okay. The next page shows a map, and just so you guys know, on the map we are showing red diamonds where we have regional offices. And there's Dave's house up there in New Jersey.
David, right on the beach.
Gary. Anyway, we have Jeff plugged in. I guess we're still working on the Los Angeles spot. And then you have Letitia down in Florida. And the numbers on that map, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, that is the number of days it takes to ship your order by UPS from Wilder. Obviously, we offer overnight air and all that. Another change is we have a $5 handling charge on any order under $50. It used to be only $35. Hubert's is $50 as well. And I think you want to point out to your customers that, hey, an easy way to avoid that charge would be to consolidate any small orders together and ship them to one location. Ship them to your office, your centralized warehouse, or a regional field specialist who can take them out to the store, and that's a real easy way. Or place a bigger order. I think the other information is the same as in the old catalog regarding returns and whatnot. While I've got you, if you could flip to the inside back cover. Inside back cover. This is our sales service staff, so you can have an opportunity to point out your sales service rep to your customer and say, hey, I know you deal with Margaret. She's right here in the front row. And let them at least be able to get a feel for who they're working with there. Okay. Moving on to page 4 and 5. This is something else new. We went ahead and put some of our custom items in here. Most of these are food manufacturer driven type programs, but to let your customers know that we do a lot of work directly with the food companies to partner and provide merchandising aids for their store, point of sale materials, their shelf strips, and then the bottom right hand corner on page 5 shows some of the vacuum forming and fabricated products. So hopefully this will help establish us a little bit better. We will at a later date, just so you know, we are going to do another brochure with custom things, and this type format will be used so that you have something to give to your food companies. I'll leave behind. Page 6 is just the glossary. It's pretty self-explanatory. We added one department, produce fixtures, which would be, you know, your high-profile racks, that sort of thing, because it was getting unwieldy, so we made it its own section. So I guess we'll start with the produce section. Page 8. Page 8 and 9 are all of our PLU-related items. Most of these items are proprietary. We did add a PLU sticker gun for your customers when you get, when they're on the 4-digit code program, if they get a shipment of apples in that happens to not be stickered. Do you know that they usually have to sticker those at store level? You know, Kroger was looking for 2 guns per store for every store. Because at store level they have emergencies, or it comes in with the wrong code and they have to re-sticker. So that, hopefully that'll be a good item for us. The other thing to the left there, the produce nutrition sign set that you see that's new, is this here. And this, what's on the back of these, it was hard to describe this, but there are these little tabs that allow you to pop this into our 6-track signing. You see the clear tabs? And you kind of have to pinch it, like so, to pop it in. You guys can play around with this later if you want. It'll pop in and stand right in there. But you also may want to recommend some magnetic tape if they don't use a 6-track or double-face tape, which we will find in the signage section. And these are obviously the FDA-approved nutrition signs.
So does that item number include those
Yeah,
attachments?
it does.
Okay.
And one set, you get one of each sign. One's fruit, one's vegetable. Okay. Page 10 is the same. It's our recipes. Same as last. If you notice, we eliminated that floor stand spinner. We haven't sold any in about 2 years, and we just took it out. So we'll need to design something new if you've got someone that wants it. Page 11. All of these are on your incentive plan, all of these signs. The newest one is fresh herbs that I think David designed, for one of his customers, and we ended up running it as a stock. So with all the new fresh herb programs in the store, this should be pretty popular.
Wow, I like that.
Okay. So we've got plenty of these in stock. Next, page 12 and 13. These are our chalkboard decals. As you see, thanks to David again, we've got 2 new ones, Soup Bar and Exotic Fruits. And they're not run yet. I think they're running next week, maybe. So I couldn't show you a sample, but they're pretty exotic looking, don't you think? And those have been added to your incentive as well.
All of them are just the 2 new ones?
Well, I know the 2 new ones were added. I can't remember if the old ones were in or not. Were they on it already? Were the old
I
ones
don't
on?
know. That's what I was asking.
Okay. Just so you know, you guys had about 250 items on the new product portion of your incentive. This catalog added over 650 more. So I'll do my best to point them out as we go, but there's a lot. You will, tomorrow afternoon, get a list by department of the new products, because there's quite a few. You've got almost 1,000 items.
So that will address Lee's question.
That will address Lee's question. I just don't have, Tony's working on putting the catalog page number beside it so you can find it,
Okay.
and sorting it by department, which is something new, and he'll have that tomorrow.
Okay.
Page 14 is our blackboard panels that we've had. You guys are familiar with those. Page 15, we do have a new flex clip frame. And I've got some of these here. And what's neat about this frame, it clips onto things like apple crates, where it used to be kind of a problem. It'll clip onto bushel baskets. And it's a two-piece frame. This actually comes off. And it's available in, what do I have? Beige, white, red, or black. If you guys want to look at a couple of these, you can. And that is on your incentive. That's what you're saying. Down below, you see the chalkboard panels. And those are these little things that are available. And you could actually do any custom size, but it's a little flexible chalkboard that you can write on with your markers, and the markers are listed right there, the ones that work with these.
Yeah.
And that will work with your flex frame as well.
That top one there where they're hooked on the front, if that's application for them, would it be for your apple crates and/or for the boxes? This is really designed for boxes. Market display music for a flyer up in Michigan. And if you go to your stores, you'll see the extensive there.
Okay. Okay, page 16, we begin our signing, and I believe we have 11 pages of signing. Page 16 is just showing the track in several different applications. You see it on the wall, the island, and then one of those, what do you call that case? Low profile case. Thank you, Rick. On page 17, we do have something new, the 3-track, and it's a 6-track cut down to 3 tracks, and it does hold our little names and numbers, and it does hold the big, depending on how you want to do it. I've got, keep in mind, we had to cut this one down, however, we are doing an extrusion. It will be totally smooth and finished on both ends. But in the back corner behind Jeff Rogers is a box. Before you leave, take a sample. I didn't load them because I don't know how you guys prefer to show it, but all of the stuff's in there if you don't mind loading your own sample. So you got a piece of this. The other items that are new are the brackets that you see attached to the Euro table that Rick designed for one of his customers. And it's also on the Kroger 6-track bid. And those brackets will hold, there's some that hold the 3-track, but look up above under 6-track Euro table options. There's the stand for the 6-track. It's a little bit taller than the 3-track one. And those pivot. Why don't I have I didn't get a sample of that. They pivot on a set screw that'll pivot with the angle of the table. And the other item that I don't have a sample of yet either is the one at the bottom of page 17. That 3-track has clips on the back that will allow you to clip it onto the shelf edge molding. I think it's going to be a big item.
That item,
Oh, okay.
It clips on the shelf edge.
all hard to prove that we're making the die, so that cost.
John, that's what you were looking for first, right?
Yep.
What would Jay look into there? I
The
just,
screw mount? Rick, I'll let you answer that.
Well, HEB had some tables that just had a flat 2x6 is what it was along the back, and there was nothing to clamp onto.
So this is J.
So we just made a
Actually,
whole
no,
plate.
that's that one. Okay, and then J, you have to draw screws so that it's kind of a flat table, some of the visual And what's important, this is just a minor note, but I'll tell you, the track that slides into those stands has to be cut to 46 inches, not our normal 48. And it is listed here as 4x46, just so you're trying to do something
That's on the back of a Euro table.
right.
Because the Euro table is going to be 48.
Right, you got to bring the stands into here. So just in case you're trying to do something special with your customer, know that you have to cut that down to 46 inch. Question? Any questions on that? So that is the black. Turn to page 18. You've got all of the components. We list the individual numbers as well as the accordion numbers and all of the options to go to the black 6-track, which I'm sure you're very familiar with. The only thing you might not be familiar with are organic name inserts. That thanks to David and Pathmark, right? We overran these for stock, and these are the opposite. They're white on black instead of black on white. Gives it kind of a clean look, an organic look, and I've got samples for all of you to take before you leave here today. So we've got 68 names, small and large, same names in each set. Page 19.
Sheila?
Yeah?
Just on the skirt, the individual skirt numbers, are we packing with like 25 or 50?
Here it says individual.
It says individual, but I think they're bundled in 25s. I can find that out for you from Chad. They don't too. They do come rubber banded like they are in that box. Because that's a good point. We want to sell those. You don't want to sell someone an oddball number. You really want to sell what's in the bundle. Jeff, I took a few out. We'll find that out. Page 19, top of the page. We now have our 6-track components, most of them, available in matte black ink. Our stock program is always this gloss. You can see the glossiness when I hold up the light. We now ran these in matte so that it gives it more of a chalkboard finish, and also it reduces the glare when you walk into the store. And this is what we're doing on the Kroger program. Can you guys see the difference? So you've got an option for your customer, depending on what they prefer. Long term, we will probably move to matte for everything.
There must be 50 in a bundle, there's 46.
Here's 50. All right,
Well,
that answers
46, so if you took out a couple,
Yeah.
that'd be 50.
50 per bundle. Bottom of page 19 is our 5-track. Now, did you guys know we have a 5-track? And it's something that we've been providing to another customer, but we went ahead and ran it for stock. It's available in teal. Teal and also black. And the one thing I want to point out, and I wish I didn't get a chance to get a sample, the typeface is totally different than that, which is our 6-track. The type is block lettering, like this. So it's not this typeface. You need to know they're different. And we can get you guys samples if you like of this one as well. The color is off on these name inserts on page 19. They look green. As a matter of fact, they match the border. They should be teal like the picture that says cooking vegetables. So we're sorry about that. Okay, but this is a 5-track extrusion.
So these inserts here, the black, fit in that 5-track.
I assume they do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is there anything else on this?
What was the reason for the 5-track? Who was doing that?
It's actually Food Lion. So it was hard to do this. I mean, we have a 6-track, we have 5-track, we have 3-track, we have the big old style 3-track. Anybody need a 4-track? But you know, you want to see how you lay it out too.
That was just a spacing situation, I mean a size situation?
Why'd they go to 5-track instead of 6?
They just didn't want the extra inch and a half with another, and they already had the 5-track from competitors.
But I mean, the name inserts and everything are the same as our 6-track, or?
That,
No, they're different names, different quantity of names per set. Keep in mind, we would have, if we had done this as a stock program, we would have made it all the same, but we're feeding off of the Food Lion order for our stock program.
did you guys ask the customer out there that's using a 5-track from Washington Post, so this will be our alternative?
Are the numbers the same though as the 6-track numbers? Same height?
No.
They're not?
They are the same as our
Oh,
present with a 3-track. So that, you know, when you look at this thing, it's 3-track and 5-track are compatible. 6-track is different.
We'll try to get you a loaded sample of that, so you can see how
Right.
things interchange.
Can I have something on these inserts? Has anyone done any inserts for 6-track of origin tags, like from California, Florida, wherever?
Not for this track, but you can.
No?
We've done that for, Winn-Dixie, for they use the old 3-track,
Yeah,
their teal.
okay.
So
Well, at least I could get the rest of the stuff in there maybe.
City markets the rest,
Don't they say product of USA, product of, do they have other countries or just USA?
well, they want states.
And then they have product of, and then just a blank where they write it in. They want
Is that what
states.
we were gonna update with Richardson sometime soon, too?
No,
No?
not to that detail.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they just have them write it in.
Oh, they do?
You know, it's our intent on these strip numbers and the name to go to everything in a matte finish. So we do not get that
On
glare.
two, also.
So whether it's Winn-Dixie or whether it's
Winn-Dixie,
Food Lion or the 6-track or the old 3-track, as we run down an inventory there, we will change out. So the application to you might be, customer goes to add new names later, so, you know, as we add those new names, we pull from stock, they're gonna be matte. If we make a separate run, let's say they need something new, let's say like the state of origin, you know, that will be your choice to make that in either a matte or a gloss finish, okay? So just kind of keep that in mind as we move forward. Again, I don't know what that schedule is. I know during the second quarter, our stock will likely be depleted, that we will be converted over to the matte finish.
Is a large name insert cost more in the matte because there's more items? Or is that, our cost gonna be higher in general on the matte?
Just- go ahead.
If I can answer that, the ink cost and printing cost is the same. We had to run, we ran a smaller amount of their matte. We overran it from Kroger, and there are a lot more names in there than.
But if we're gonna switch over a customer from gloss to matte,
With it,
okay.
just a different way.
The last item P under black 6-track components, page 19, says a waxed information sign. If this was not ready in time to get this in the catalog, the customer was deciding what it needed to say, so we couldn't even mock one up. But it's essentially going to be this. These fruits and vegetables have been coated with the FDA-approved food grade, vegetable, petroleum, beeswax, etc. And Jeff, it's going to list the fruits and vegetables, is that correct?
We will list them underneath.
So it's going to list which ones, apples. You know, it's a law in many states, and Kroger's have added this to all of their kits. Those of you that have Kroger, it's part of the big kit, 2 per store. Okay, but you'll be able to sell that as well as something new.
Sheila, did you mention the PLU code on the insert?
That's a good point, Dave. And they're not run yet to show you. That's a good point. The matte inserts have PLU code, 4-digit universal code. The large insert does and the small.
When was this running?
This week. You guys know about strip letters, right? We've got strip letters available to spell out names when you don't have a name, and it will line up with the rest. I know all the 6-track items are on your incentive, and I think these new things, the wax sign, should be on there as well. Any questions there?
Did we run the Kroger strip numbers to Matt with a blank instead of a 9 there?
I think so. I did tell Dave to do that.
Was that the difference on 19 versus 18, they're matte finished, the strip letters, or are they?
Everything in the upper half page of page 19 is matte ink, including the arrows. It's all the ink is matte and all that stuff. Okay, page 20. Just when you think you saw enough track, there's green. We now have, this is our color of green, 6-track. Components are essentially the same as this kit here, except the background's going to be green. And we are running those, all the name inserts and everything this month. I believe next week or the week after.
Are they gonna be random matter or is
I
it
don't
going
know. I thought they were gloss. I don't know for sure. We were waiting on, at the time of printing the catalog, we were waiting to hear from your customer, I think, Mayor, on finalizing everything, so we put in whatever we could.
The other had matter, again, pretty much Washington last year. And David.
Doug, do you know if the green's matte? It is. Okay. Back in the back box behind Jeff, you can get a piece of this track if you like. We'll have to send you the inserts later after they're run, but you can go ahead and take that.
Those inserts have PLU on them.
I don't think those do. The green don't have PLU.
No, it's just the
You guys know about the, excuse me, the organizer cart? We should be selling a lot of those with these kits with all the components. Page 21, that is the old style 3-track that some people are still buying. The bottom corner picture is an as advertised end cap sign. The sign for that price comes with everything in it that you see, the as advertised strip, the strip numbers, and the unit, which is a little bit different than what you're used to seeing. And it's actually more of a teal. This picture looks blue, but it's available in black, green, or teal.
Whose item is that?
It's yours.
Are we making?
No, that's not from here. But it's large. It's 18 by 24.
What kind of strip
It's a
numbers
great
are
sign. Accordion strip numbers folded.
Big.
Big. It looks good. You got to sell the teal one to Winn-Dixie. Letitia, as a matter of fact, one of the Winn-Dixies buys it.
Are there holes at the, it appears to be holes at the top for hanging?
Mayor, it sure looks like it, but I couldn't swear to that. I wasn't aware of it.
I don't know if the base is removable on it.
Yeah, there is a hole, there are holes.
Other holes?
Is the attachment removable?
Yep.
I think it's riveted on or screwed on. Page 22 is my favorite page of all. It's the only page we have a salesperson on.
That's lovely.
Diane's got a new nickname, the track grabber.
Yow!
That is, hey, it's a good picture. She's showing how it works. The track grabber is something we ought to be really promoting to anyone that's got our island track. Now, it only works if you're using these display specialty stands where the track slides in and out through the top. If you're using something with a framework around it, obviously, the track's not going to come out anyway. So the track grabber prevents the store-level personnel from having to lean over and get back problems, that carpal back or whatever you call it. But, you know, it's a hazard. Track back. Track back. But it allows them no longer to have to lean over. They can pull the track out, bring it toward them, change the prices, and put it back in. Okay? That is on your incentive as part of the track program. So we hope to sell a bunch of those.
So as far as we know, there's no other competitor that's designed their island track system in a way that is not bolted down or won't allow for it to be moved or bolted down. I have a picture from Bilo that has a person standing up on the case amongst product, trying to change pricing. So if that'd help you guys, I'll be glad to get others made up. But any customer who's got what is it, a Euro table, or whether it's extensions on the island case with boxes or crates, this is perfect. You know, I think it'll really get a lot of customers' attention because the store level people definitely do not like the island track system when they have to get up there.
Okay. Orchard bin sign holder. I think that's something that's been around for a while, but I don't know if many of you are aware of it. It's a clear, open-faced track. It's available in several sizes, including a 48-inch long, and you essentially apply it to the edge of your orchard bin table with double-faced tape, or you can screw it in. and it's available in white, 2 sizes in clear, or 3 sizes in clear and 1 in white.
These prices don't include tape though, right?
No. Okay. The bottom of the page, as you know, is the closed face track. We put that in the catalog because we have inventory on the teal. Although, as you know, it can be run in any color. Rick was working on a red and a yellow, and we run it in black, as long as you can meet a minimum run. So other colors are available there.
What would be a minimum run? Just what first?
Rick, what's your minimum run on that? 1,000 pieces? 1,000 feet?
1,000 feet.
1,000 feet.
I thought we had black.
We're out. The other thing I failed to mention, as we're going along here, most of the new items, I ordered a minimal amount of stock, most of them. Sometimes only a dozen of something. As you see something that you think we really need to beef up stock on, or if you feel like you've got some big opportunities for it, you need to let me know so I can make some adjustments there. Just did the best I could coming up with, just to have some basic quantity for you guys to be able to hold on. Okay? But we will need some forecasting. We'll need to know what feedback you're getting from customers. We need some adjustments because we don't have any history. Page 23, the blackboard sign tags, which you know about. But did you know that we have it in purple? It's a stock item in purple. I list these 2 attachments as being the most popular attachments, but we can do this with any attachment that you want, molding clips or anything else as well. Okay? We listed the markers there that work with this tag. This one? On this?
Right, that same attachment.
You clip into your, what?
Into the track sign.
I don't think this is going to clip in your tracks.
No, I'm sorry, the attachment back there.
Oh, that clear thing?
Would that work?
I think so.
So, some of you guys did it, people wash the clothes where they got their track in. Take that one and say swivel. We can do that. I'll show you how or make in the angle of the position. Every once in a while, I'll see like stuff where they try to hold these feet on. Holding clip in the back, that can be a swivel. So those things we have access to small runs, so applies or time. Kind of keep it on. Feel that we can't do it.
We might see samples of that. That it's not hard and they add it to a simple so Chuck.
Right.
Oh, great.
You should, in any situation, question folks to be able to do with the.
Does the swivel attachment that we buy from the vendor, is it the same one as what we're supposed to do? Okay, so we can't do the replacement for it. I had one that was looking for, but ours didn't match up with the one we had.
Yours is real
We don't buy
light.
that from the vendor.
No, the one.
You know, if they don't match up, they don't match up.
Yeah, that's
That could
real
be a problem.
different.
Because our clip is not real.
There's a
It's
real
like
two.
2 inches long, or high, or average. So there's a difference.
It's actually.
The blackboard tags are part of your incentive in the purple and the green. The other item that's also in the incentive is the next item shown there, and it's this little tag. All it is a 2-channel tag, and we've got it in a 7-inch length so it can hold the arrow, as you see, or we have it in the 4-inch length just to hold names and numbers. We put the most popular clips there, but obviously you can do this with any clip. looks like a normal tag, and it does clip real well. This one works. Oh, that's on tape. This one works real well with.
Your backside.
Ooh, we're gonna have to edit this one.
Should we back it up?
It works real well on that black plastic basket. Okay.
Send a copy of that table with my cost.
Yeah, evidence. The special overlay, you guys know about that, right? That's been around for a while. Pops over the track side. You know about that, Letitia? You're
I
selling
do.
that to win Macy's like crazy, aren't you? Page 24. We've got our old tags there that, believe it or not, some people still buy at the top of the page, the individual tags with the hooks. Produce variety sign tag kit. You should be familiar with that. The names, numbers, etc. And what's new here is this, the cooking vegetables picture shows the header signs. Those are teal with yellow print, Letitia. Yay! Your Winn-Dixie's. And each set includes 11 signs, and they're listed there: berries, citrus, cooking vegetables, etc. And that pops into the top channel of your track, as long as you've got a track that has the topper slot. Page 25. Top of the page is a 4-foot easel tag holder, and it's actually angled back a little bit so it works well in the bottom well of a produce case where you don't typically have a place to sign. You know about our value-added salad name inserts. This basket easel sign holder is something newly added. It's the foot of it actually fits behind a basket, and you put your clear card holder on it. The weight of the basket holds it down. You all know about the one-piece clip-on tag. Page 26 and 27 for something a little bit different. Page 26, those are all items that refer to organic. So if you have a customer interested in trying to do an organic display, you may want to refer them to this page. It shows our slant back, some wood grass. We've got organic name inserts that you've already seen earlier in the catalog, but we just pulled it together on this page. The organically grown sign, a basket. They typically like to use some earthy looking basket for their display. And then that green arrow that says organic certified is something that Rick ran for his customer, and we overran that for stock. You can just use a little clip and pop that into the shelf molding. That item is on your incentive as well. ID 11609.
What account is that up in the top?
Diana? Hannaford. Looks like they're, well, you could use your little black sign tag as well, your blackboard tag. Page 27 is the same concept with fresh herbs. If you've got someone trying to put together a fresh herb display, you may want to refer them to this page. That is a cantilever rack that has a peg bar attached to the top. So you can hang your peggable fresh herbs and then put your other ones in the black bin with the template on the shelf of the cantilever. Are you guys following this one? Okay. We have David's Fresh Herbs sign, and then at the bottom a wire step mezzanine organizer, which works pretty well with packaged herbs as well. Questions? Okay, page 28 and 29 are apple crates. I did put here allow 2 weeks for delivery because we don't typically stock these. They're drop shipped. We're working on trying to get more of them stocked so that we can get them out quicker, but as you can see, they take up a lot of warehouse space. Page 29, the bulk produce crates, these kiwi crates, some people call them, and they've been in old literature. Minimum order is 100 units. I went ahead and put it in the catalog because a lot of your stores will order 100 of them. But keep that in mind too, these have to be produced minimum of 100. Don't forget about using the kick plate in the bottom of the apple crates to keep them from soaking up water. The other apple crate here that's new is the one with handles that's shown. It says apple crate with handles. I wanted to show you, it's a much nicer crate, and than what we're used to, and this is the type of handle it has. It's a cutout. Something we're providing to a chain in the southeast.
2 chains.
2 chains in the southeast.
Dry wood. Okay, so there's no green cast it if you get water on it.
It's a much nicer crate. I'm forgetting what I was saying. Okay, page 30. These are items related to bushel baskets. And I think you're pretty familiar with the straps. We're selling quite a few of those now. With the false bottom. The other thing we have new is a liner. Bushel basket liner. It's a clear, looks like a little thin, flimsy thing, but actually you put it in and it's pretty sturdy in here. You guys later want to come up and look at it, but I think it'll hold a lot of weight. And this is a new item. It's also on your incentive.
So it's, $1 something an item there, but some customers are making a mistake. When you send it out, you still need something in the bottom. So that thing is not really designed to work the way Sheila's got it. You put heavy things in it.
Now you tell me.
That picture, they're gonna fall
Will it
through.
bust
So
through?
They still need to put their dummy type thing in it. Otherwise, the benefit of that over everything else, it comes up over the edges. So you don't get the product getting creased by that wood rim around it, where Sheila's got her hand over that brown part. You go put soft rings on, you'll get creasy there. So that's a benefit over what we have today. That could be used potentially with our straps as well, if we drop our strap down. I think that's 4 inches deep.
Both sides.
So there's an item number already in the system for the straps to be dropped down 4.5 inches, which will, by the time it goes over, it's 4 inches down.
Is that in the 14-inch basket there? or-
It's for the 14 inch, but we had to reduce it to 13 inches, the actual circle itself.
Okay.
It just came out of production, I can get some samples.
So these straps that Mary's talking about then should work underneath that, and that would be your better solution.
Camo's already outdated. I didn't know about those straps. Yeah, because that would have been a nice thing to add. Okay, page 31, you all recognize the crate table, hilltop crate. Bottom of the page, rectangular bushel baskets. And the advantage of this is that if you see, as you see in the picture, you don't have the gaps like you do when you line up round bushel baskets. Round ones, you've got a gap about this big, an odd-shaped gap between every basket, and this fills in those areas so product doesn't fall between. These are available in 2 sizes, and those are on your incentive.
Why do you guys think customers are going to basket? Two quick reasons there. One being a farm stand type look, makes it look natural, okay, try to create a setting that blends in with the product. Okay. The other big reason that I've seen with several of the major chains is they're going with it to cut down the amount of product that they have out there on display. It really does cut down on the product there. And the rectangle basket, we think, would be a good value to customers where maybe you're not getting the baskets today, but when they use the round ones, they have to fill in typically with wood grass, which isn't really desirable, messes up the case, and it's just a bear to keep it clean. So we think this rectangle basket would be a better solution because you don't end up with product falling down in between the baskets and getting creased. So that is where we're headed at with that rectangle basket. We can make custom sizes as well. And what we try to do is put 2 sizes here so they'll build a case. You notice your 16-inch length by the time you get out, whether you got a 4-foot case or an 8-foot case, we'll be able to fill it and not have holes. And that's the reason why that 14-inch basket is rather popular too, because when you get out to the end of a 8-foot or 12-foot run, you don't end up with a hole there. So that's just a little bit of FYI there.
Questions in the catalog?
Okay. Page 32. Mobile shop round padded step table you've seen, that is on your incentive program, I noticed. So we'd love to see more of those along with the kicked plates. Page 33, this top item's something different. It's a produce box merchandiser. It's on casters, has a little bag holder on the side, and a sign holder for a paper sign to advertise your special. And you really just lift your Chiquita boxes up and pop them right on there. We'll see if we can sell any of those.
Is that box size a standard size,
I think so, Dave.
or is every account gonna want that made in a different size?
Well, it's standard from the standpoint of bananas. Your banana box is always going to be bigger. Your apple boxes are smaller.
So it's a standard banana box then?
Yeah.
Rustic barrels, bottom of that.
On that, that banana box, keep that thing in mind for organic sets, okay? And that could almost, if we could make it straight, we could almost put a tray on it for asparagus, or just a spot merchandiser. Nicole with Price Chopper, the way they're doing it, putting the crates on a black unit, this thing's got some real potential there. We're gonna have something similar to this with apple crates on it, but yeah.
Is, I can't tell from the picture there, is that actually welded in place with the screw in place holding the banana box in metal plate? Do you know?
Lee, I'm pretty sure it's all welded.
Is it? Okay. Because it was screwed to be adjustable, but it was welded.
One thing I'll mention to you guys too, Aaron put together a big giant binder of vendor literature on some of these things that are new that you might want to get a little bit more detail on. And we're going to make that accessible to you up near his desk. And we might be able to answer that question for you if we pull that literature.
So I found another new application for this. One of my customers called me Friday at the front end of cash registers. They want something mobile at the front end. This would be a great tie-in.
Good idea. Another spot merchandiser would be a barrel display. This is a picture that Jeff Rogers gave us with apples in it. Barrels are becoming more popular. We're moving quite a few of them. And all of these are on your new incentive as well. The barrels have liners. You can see it. It's a big, heavy, rugged, thick, beige colored liner that pops in there. They're available in different depths. And when we get into the fixture section, you'll see some other barrels that you'll see the lids and the sign holders and everything, and the scoop goes along with it. Page 34. We need to sell a lot of these black baskets. We invested in all the tooling to make these in-house, these hard plastic baskets, and we're seeing a lot of chains switch over from synthetic wicker to this because it's more sanitary. It's easier to take care of, and I think it lasts longer as well. On the larger size, we did come up with a dummy. I think you guys, do you have samples of this? Yeah. A dummy to give you a shallow effect. You don't, Letitia? And we also have a divider if you want to put two items in a basket. This is a great item.
First thing, Mario, on that catalog is showing that it has holes. The 2 or 3 samples that I've had do not have holes in them.
This?
No.
The black basket.
The basket.
There's 2 different item numbers, but they punch it out.
Really?
Put holes in it. We're going to set up a separate item with holes.
It's already done. There's a separate item number now.
How about these headles? And then here's the small one. You know, Rick's been selling quite a few of these for years. But we really want to move these. You know. Marco's had the market on these baskets for a long time.
We have 4 sizes for that now, of those baskets, right?
You are correct. Another item for the customer that doesn't want to switch away from synthetic, do you know that we have liners? We only have this one size right now, but these are in stock. Fits into this basket, and I listed the basket and the liner together. It's a great item for maintaining the life of your synthetic wicker.
What do you think the minimum would be on doing a different size to be in that same price range?
Size of what?
To do a different size liner for a different
Liner?
basket?
Probably, I think on that one we ran about 1,000. We overran for stock, so but I would say around 500. You can do as few as 200 to 250 on a liner. But I'd say 500 would be a good cost. Galvanized buckets. I have a floral one here that I can show you. I was going to show you the floral, but galvanized buckets are being used. You know, again, it gives you that farm stand look. They're using these for produce displays. We've got a couple produce sizes listed there, but in the decor section of deli, you've got a lot more sizes. And that's a new item on the incentive as well. Page 35 is synthetic wicker. There's really nothing new about that. Still have plenty of it in stock. Page 36. The only thing new on that page is this basket prop, which I've been using to prop up all these baskets. This is all this thing is. It's a heat bent piece of, I think this is PETG, and it allows you, you know, in the bottom shelf of the case, sometimes even when you have your 5-tier hanging in the case, or your 3-tier rather, hanging in the case, and you want to angle the basket up, and you see them dummying them up with styrofoam trays and everything else, or upside down baskets often underneath. This just gives you the prop without disrupting all the airflow with other things.
Your other application for that would be on the mezzanine shelves where the baskets are setting and now the shelf's flat. You can't tilt this off for those cases. So just, you know, look at it from that standpoint. You know, sometimes they'll be tilted, but most often tilted because they put foam trays back there and wrap them. So you just got to dig into it. That's a very common thing. That is beyond the viewer. It's just a 5-inch ease and start over the top cut off.
Okay, page 37, we just have a page on some case top decor. I wish we would have had a fuller picture there with more decor items in it. It's a little bit bare, but everything that's used to make that set is listed here. And if you want to just, yeah.
The CM9090 is
You know, I heard that after the catalog was printed. We found that out, but
Right.
we're trying to get another source on that or get them just to make it for us.
we're still making it.
Yeah.
They needed 12,000 yards.
But you know what? There are a ton of other napkins. There are other ones that would be perfectly appropriate, and I'll show you as we get a little further on. But there's the price for the entire set. If you want to sell it as is, or you can sell components.
Sheila, excuse me, that little B, which just people need to know that was just an added before the piece of credit
Where?
on the top right hand.
Oh, I didn't.
Well, and I know, because we just need to tell customers that was just an added
Okay.
item by the customer, something.
Yeah. Well, that's when your creativity has to come into play, and you add your own stuff, right? And the Hunt's tomato sauce. I know.
It's a bean baby.
I'll give you the story for
We're gonna have people calling in over in cases of tomatoes.
At the bottom of the page, you see hollow fruits and vegetables. Given that they're new items, they're also on your incentive. But I'll tell you what's great with those. When it gets close to gift basket season for the holidays, a lot of the stores want to build fake fruit baskets in their baskets and put a price on them and put them up on top of the case so they don't have to have real ones sitting there that are going to perish. So it actually could be a good item there for you. Or you can use them in your decor set. Okay. Page 38 and 39 are our gift baskets and accessories, which I think you're pretty familiar with. Nothing really new there. Page 40. We have a new hinge sampler that we're carrying that Lee Wallace helped introduce to us, and it's on a hinge like this versus a turn and serve. And he had a customer, because the turn and serve separate pieces, carts were hitting it and the dome was flying off and falling on the ground. So then it would get dirty. So it's available in a couple styles. There's a floor model. There's this one. It's on a hinge and it comes with a sign holder. It clips onto the edge here so you can sign it. Okay.
Which one is pictured in the photo? You got freestanding and floral stand.
Oh, it's the first one, freestanding. It's only 11 inch high. The floor stand's 36. The trash receptacle, Diane, I'll let you tell them about that. I think that's your item, isn't it? Trash.
No, it's holes.
No, it's
It's
just.
just the frame has a round hinge that attaches onto the stem. Nicole, you may want to explain, you saw that
Okay.
last week, as far as the list.
Well, it's just got an expandable, I don't know, round thing that goes around the pole and has a screw on each side that you can tighten down. And it comes with, there's 3 components, isn't it? It comes with the screws, and then the attachment that goes around the pole, and then a little screwdriver. That's what comes in that item number PK.
Comes with a screwdriver?
I think it comes with, doesn't it come with a little?
I didn't see it.
I think
They're,
it does.
I'll tell you right now, they're in stock. When I put through my order, they were not in stock yet, so I didn't pull one, but maybe we need to pull one and look at it and see how it works.
Well, Nicole put in for one, Nicole.
Did ya?
Because you wanted to see how it was packed.
We're gonna let Nicole show us.
Chuck's got 5 sitting on his desk right now.
Doesn't he look, I have one.
Okay.
I will tell you that John just made an item number for me last week that is the CD 1962 and the other item. So it's now got one item number for the whole thing.
And the plastic bucket comes with
Right, clear plastic bucket. So what you see, there's our stock floor stand sampler, but it's got the trash thing on it. Cutters and cores, that time of year to start showing those, especially that melon cutter for melon season. Page 42.
You don't have the melon line? Or still
We've discontinued the melon line.
Okay.
We do have some stock on those, but we've discontinued them.
So, let's see.
We can still sell those,
Can we?
what we have in stock.
Okay.
Page 42, the black spring load is on your incentive. You know, it's available in black now. And that bottom item, the shelf step, what that is, I don't have a sample of that. It's just an upside down 3-sided box. And you just put it on the shelf. So you can stand jars, as you see, or some other product, so it gives height to the back row without you having to double stack, because
And
actually
it's
when
made out of clear plastic, I think.
Mm-hmm. And important point, it's 48 inches long. It's pretty big.
Are there holes in it?
No. Did you need holes in it?
There's lots of refrigeration.
You think so?
Refrigeration.
We
It's a
can go.
custom item for you.
Some of the packs of mushrooms,
We'll have Dave go see them.
I've seen them dummy up like that, and they don't hold that stuff.
Actually, if you're gonna put product in there instead of the step, I mean, the product doesn't have holes in it, so it's.
Like I said, they're just trying to raise it up, it's still in little packages.
So this really is intended for the top shelf, mezzanine shelf, or case company shelf basis. So instead of you seeing the back wall there, or having a double stack, they don't really want a double stack. They'll put that there in the back. But need to put holes in it later, we can't freewheel everyone out there that hasn't put anything in it, I think, right. But it does cut down on temperatures. It's very valuable.
We do.
We could easily put holes in them.
We do repeat this item in the rack section by the direct hooking shelves, so it ties in there. On page 43 at the top right-hand corner, what we're showing you there, and it's not the greatest picture, but they're ice shields. See the reflection on the clear plastic that keeps the ice from spilling out over the case? And that's important because when they pile that ice high, it turns into water and spills onto the floor, and you a lot of times see rugs around those cases so customers don't slip. Those are actually cut and angled to fit the case. I listed for you 3 of the most popular sizes that we happen to be selling, but you're going to need to get some information on the case, and you may even need to take some measurements if you do this for your customer. These, I think, are what we're putting in on Dixie. Okay?
Just kind of a cycle here. One of the reasons that customers are trying to get away from ice, okay, is, it takes a lot of time, so that's what had a couple customers going to me just past my care, that their move away from ice is just simply a liability issue. They have lawsuits for people who slip. Letitia and I were
Right.
at the, a couple weeks ago here,
Yes,
just
that's
the
me.
amount of ice that we were having to knock off the floor, people step on it, it's just unbelievable. So
Mhm.
the move to ice is for multiple reasons, but often what will happen is they'll just roll it, they've got to get the ice out of those cases because they can't maintain it, they can't keep it off the floor. Okay? That's a customer's liability. Okay? Someone slips there, they've got a lawsuit there. If they're not using it, the ice shields, I think that would need it.
The Pro Rack divider, just a note, it used to be available in green. In the old catalog, it was pictured in green. Now it's only available in black. We've got non-skid on that page. Page 44. That page is hinged merchandisers, hinged covered merchandisers, and I've got one of them here. This is the one in the upper right-hand corner. And this is great for mushrooms, any type of bulk product that where they want to keep it from drying out. So you've got the hinge cover. This one has a dummy in it. It's got that film on it, which you peel off, but it's actually a clear dummy, which you can put in here. And on the side, it's got tongs in a little cup, and it's on a tether, so they won't drop to the floor. So I think it's a really neat item. I hope you guys sell these, and we make this.
This picture here of the four compartment unit,
Mm-hmm.
is that propped up on the bottom, or is it made at an angle like that?
It's made at an angle. The back height, it said it tapers from 8 inches in the back down to 3.5 in the front.
It's sitting on the wire rack now.
So it is tapered. 4 compartment, and we list a 1 compartment, although it's not shown. It's the same concept, but it's just a 1 compartment unit. Any questions so far?
The single compartment one, we're hoping to vacuum format here shortly, which will bring the cost down on it and make it a much better unit. The four-foot one is fabricated. Easiest way of selling these is just point to a picture. It's a no-brainer. You're selling portobello,
Yeah.
shiitake, and other specialty mushrooms at $5 to $8 an ounce. You can pay for these units very quickly.
Letitia, I'm sorry.
The reason for putting the dome covers on them is the air dries out the mushrooms. And so it just cuts the product life down significantly. So that's the reason why they're using Jeffrey Credit Plumbers with a good value here. So pushing really for portobellos. Portobellos is the hottest growing food or hottest growing mushroom item. And that's really where you want to, you'll get a lot of customers.
That also works on mescaline salads too.
Very valid point here. You typically will not need a dummy to go on the bottom of it. You don't need that whole unit for the salad mixes. But it will work, especially when you have customers who got shelves, leather shelves, and they have their bulk lettuce down at the bottom, and then they'll put these units up on the shelf at 12 by 16 there. Is a better unit to go up on the shelf there, because it often will do it on a vertical basis.
Letitia was asking about signing it. This customer looks like they popped their signing into the front channel. But you could use like a clear extruded tag, cut to 4 inches or whatever you want, and put double-faced tape on it the way Diane does it for her wire bagel bin.
It's already on the,
Is it?
as an item.
I think we'll come to it in the signing section and show you that. Okay. The only thing new on page 45, I believe, the wire display rack, the top one there, there's a hinge. Now we have one that's also straight without a hinge. Just essentially designed for a flat rack angle. Page 46. We're showing our teal bag rack that we're selling to Winn-Dixie's again, I guess teal's the color for this catalog. And then we also have the bag and scale holder, which is a new item for us as well. One thing I want to mention is I was going through this catalog and setting up pricing. I was looking at Hubert mainly as our competitor to see what they're charging. And I'll tell you, our bag rack prices are excellent. We should be selling bag racks to everybody. We are so much lower on all of them, floor stand, tabletop. I don't even think they have the angled tabletop, now that I think about it. And we should be selling a lot more bag racks. And I found that with a lot of items. They're very high, even if someone were to get 25% off Hubert, which would be a pretty extreme discount, we're still priced very well.
Sheila, whose bag and scale holder is that, in case anyone asks?
In the store?
That we're offering now?
You mean whose store is that?
No.
I think we're having that made locally, but.
Yeah, we're having that
Are you
made.
up in Jersey there, David?
I don't know.
It's by AG with their bag holders. Who's the other bag holder company out there, guys? Ebony. Oh. So Ebony has a unit like that, but I don't think they really promote it. Like, I don't think anyone, Supermarket Merchandising has it in their catalog, I believe. Okay. But I'm of the opinion, we made those for Publix for a while there. And I'm of the opinion we're now making everything made here locally.
Yeah, we are, and the scale, obviously, we're buying from a scale company. And it, you know, on that, and there's many other items in here, on big quantity, or if you're gonna do a rollout, you wanna see what you can do to improve your pricing there, which I'm sure our costs will go down.
That's
Is it-
good,
is there-
Sheila, you have on the bottom there, I was just thinking that it holds 2 standard bag racks, so that'll be important.
On the valves. Wherever you see a truck, since we're looking at a truck there, next to that item, that means it's a truck shipment, not UPS. Because of its size and weight. Page 47, we put some of the Metro shelving in here, just as an idea for the back room, or the produce department. And this is a new shelf that Metro has. It's got little clips. It looks like from the literature it is so easy to put together and to move shelves at any time. Move them up and down. It's got this funny little clip that it just locks into place. And I do have literature if you're interested in seeing more of that. Temperature guns in here. And that's the end of produce until we get to produce fixture. Would anyone like a restroom break at this time?
Yes.
Yes? Okay. Can we do 10 minutes?
Sure.
10 minutes?
If you get in and make it one for 25.
Welcome to the Berkshire and the Mike Wiseman Real Estate Video Show. This is the entryway. As you look to the left from the front door, you see the formal dining room. As you look to the right, you'll see the formal living room. This is looking across from the foyer. This is the windows out towards the front from the formal living room. This is a view back towards the front entry area that we just came into. From this view to the left is your formal area. to the right is your dining room and the stairway up. Notice the detail that's standard on the columns or the pillars. Moving along from the open foyer, the first turn to the right, is the study. This is built-in bookcases that are not included in the other home. As we turn down the hall, first floor bath. Notice that it's at an angle with a pedestal sink. That's me in the mirror. On the right here you'll have the hall closet. To the left is the basement door as we enter the kitchen and living area. To the left is the kitchen area. The sink area with the breakfast bar above it. This is like a floor height view from the kitchen of the countertops and the sink area, which as you look out is into the dining or eating area. Craig can explain the breakfast top, which will be made out of Formica, a little bit lower at a shorter bar height for the shorter bar stools and a little bit wider. This could be a repeat, but this is a view from the living area into the kitchen, breakfast bar area. Tall cabinets, no soffits, refrigerator area, pantry and butler's pantry, which we'll get a better view of as we move, which is cabinets up above and below. Once again, pantry. This is obviously the kitchen pantry walk-in. Shelves on 3 sides. As you walk through this area, there is a butler's pantry with nice tall cabinets above, another countertop, and cabinets below, as I mentioned before. The pantry area walks through into the formal dining room, and once again you're viewing out the windows to the front of the house. There's the door. And there are nice fluted moldings throughout. The kitchen looks out into the eat-in area. This is a view from the kitchen just beside the sink. Out into the great room. Got a built-in fireplace and entertainment area. Windows The home is also 4 feet wider. It is extended 4 feet wider than this home. This is going back around to the kitchen. Standing in the same place, back around to the eating area. There's a porch with a door to the deck. And right off of this eating area, as we swing around, more cabinets and a desk area in the kitchen. Just beyond the desk area as we swing around is the rear stair entry to the bonus room. There is an entrance from the garage to the left, as you can see, to go straight up the stairs. Front entry foyer, past the kitchen to my left. We're looking at the great room here. And like I said, this is a huge room, but it'll be bigger in the other house, a little wider. Once again, the built-in entertainment area, fluted wood. I've chosen to come up the back stairs first, so we've come from the kitchen straight up these steps, and we are headed into the very large bonus room, which is at the end of the house by the kids' bedrooms. Notice the slant roof, but it's a full tall size in the middle. And there's the exit to the rest of the bedrooms from this back room. As we exited into the main part of the house, in the foyer, as you would come up the stairs, looks steep in the camera, but it's really not. You come up the stairs, down this narrow hallway. Straight ahead is that bonus area. Just to the left is the really neat computer area. Bedroom to the left. Restroom, bedroom number 2. Bedroom number 3, and laundry on the second floor. One of the bedrooms here has 2 windows in it. Somewhat of an alcove. You will note the computer desk from upstairs in that hallway, showing you master bedroom, laundry room, 2 more bedrooms down this hallway, and the bonus room just past this desk area. This is the second floor laundry area, laundry room. Wash tub, washer, dryer. Take note, Craig, we should ask if the tub is included. Work area is included. And behind the door, there's a nice linen closet. This is one hall bath, double sinks. In the orchards, if you recall, Craig, we need to take note about there's an optional door between the toilet shower area and the double sinks. That should still be an option. It's a fairly long closet. Number 3. Past the laundry room, toward the hall, to the master bedroom. Welcome to the master suite. You can see there are 3 windows. This is a king-size bed that they have in the model. Back to the door. Bath bowling alley. Your realtor's favorite part of the house. Not that the rest isn't beautiful, but nicest bathroom we've seen. It's the sink area. There's a small jump up to the second sink area. Note the fixtures have the gold trim. The makeup area, and this is a linen closet in the master bath. Directly behind, very large walk-in closet, and in the same closet on the wall that was behind me, there's a lot of shelving. Closet number 2 in the bath area. Small walk-in. Once again, there is a small shelf area behind the door. Moving back to the back of the bathroom, shower, tub, and the commode is separate. There is a bench in the shower. The tile in this area is also standard. You might ask if there's clear glass planned for that one versus the opaque. See if you have that choice. From the tub area, commode area, shower, long galley back to the bedroom. Leaving the master bath, viewing the master bedroom. And out towards the hall. It's our home, featured home of the day. Hope you've enjoyed your personal tour. Please call me for any questions. Have a great weekend, and we hope to see you all soon. Take care. God bless. Peace be with you.